Hello my friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. And I know that it's been a while and I missed you guys, and so today I'm back with another video, and it's going to be a collective reading. You don't need to pick a pile now. You can fast forward to wherever you feel called to, or you can listen to the whole reading. And today I'm here to bring you the message that's meant to find you right now. So without further ado, let's dive in. Soul searching. I love how this deck describes the Four of Shells, the Four of Cups. Soul searching and re-evaluation. So sometimes when you feel stuck, or even when like your belief system kind of crushes down and you are in this complete blank face when it comes to existence, okay, being who you are, finding your place in the world, or it's about your old dream or your old goal. Because I've noticed that this could happen for some people, like they have been dreaming about a certain thing for their entire life or many years, and now that they have achieved that goal, it's like when you have reached that mountaintop after everything you've gone through, so what's next, right? I remember that Eileen Gu was speaking about this in one of her interviews. She said it was post-Olympic symptom, right? So she won the game, but still she was at this very bottom of her life. It's like she has been training for that goal for her entire life, and now that she's had it, what's next? She's like completely lost. So I like what it says about the Four of Shells, like about this pause phase when nothing's really going the way you want it, because you are not even sure what you want, right? But it's a period of soul searching. It doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong. It's just you're finding meaning again. You're re-evaluating things that used to bring you joy and meaning. And when you're stepping into a door, when you're stepping into a new world and, onto a new level, like you need to leave who you were yesterday in the past, and who you are today and who you want to be in the future. You take it with you. So I would say that if you are currently in this phase of soul searching, or feel like you're completely lost, you're at this crossroad, or not even a crossroads, like you're a train that you have outrun your orbit, you're over your track, the track has ended, so now where are you going? It's not a question of right or wrong, it's just a question of how you want to live your life today. Okay, how would you feel like when you're 80 years old, or when you're on your deathbed? How would you like your current self, right, the young self, to spend the rest of your life? And we have the Traveler, which is the Fool. It says adventure and potential. So I don't remember where I heard that phrase. It's called fertile void. Okay, what is blooming from the fertile void? And I would say that you are the most creative when you are completely blank, okay? When you're provided with the chance to be free from everything in the past. And that's when you're going to be the most creative. If you are not defined by anything, then you are not restrained by anything either. So that's the two sides of freedom. That's the two sides of success. When there's not really a goal there, or like there's no discipline, there's no purpose anymore, because you've already achieved your goal and your purposes. How are you going to live? We have the Page of Crystals. Yeah, discipline, idea and discipline. So I think it's time to listen to your inner rhythm. Okay, let's just imagine that you are the last person on earth. Whatever you do is allowed. No one's going to judge you. No one's going to mock you. No one's going to appreciate you either. So everything you do will be in vain. That's fun. Everything we do will be in vain. What would you still want to do? Either out of joy, like pure enjoyment, passion, curiosity, or self-discipline. Your own criteria that you feel like this is something that I need to meet as a person. Like the wildest imagination on this question. See, there are 2 major arcanas out of 4 cards. So I would say a lot of you are like really reaching this point where you're entering a new world, entering a new dimension. Your subconscious mind, even your conscious awareness is entering a new dimension, because you're aware of a bigger world, rather than just that one goal that creates this tunnel vision where you kind of feel like, okay, I am being productive. I have a goal. There's something for me to work for, to strive for, and somehow this purpose gave me meaning. But rather, you are out of that tunnel, right? And you realize that it's just the world is so vast that even if you are a train, you don't have to go on that track. So it's not even like just one option. It's infinite options where you can make any time, right? Anytime you can give up on something and pick up something else. So let's see if there's like a key word for this message. Strength, courage, and endurance. I would say that your current lesson, or like the next right thing to do, is to face your shadows. Because whenever we see the strength card, it's always 2 people, 2 voices in your head or in your heart. One says go left and one says go right. Now you're struggling with like which way to go. But the only reason why these 2 people are debating each other is because you think that you need to say no to one of them. But one thing you want to realize with strength is that the more you try to depress it, the more you try to shut down that voice, the more it's going to come back. The stronger it's going to come back. So strength requires us to understand that if there's a certain quality that we don't like about ourselves, the only way to change it or to manage it, to be able to run it better, is to accept it. I know that it sounds conflictive, But if you try, you wouldn't see that the moment that you start to accept it, it becomes acceptable. It stops being crazy. It stops being out of control. It's only screaming because you refuse to hear it. And yes, there's always going to be one or two sides that we don't like about ourselves, that we wish that we could live without. But we can't, because it is part of humanity. So we can only find a way to live with it, and that is strength. And also find, a long-term way to live with it. Okay, because we have endurance. It's not just for a few days, a few weeks, but for a longer period of time. That is a message for you, my dear friends. And thank you so much for watching. And if there's anything that you want to share, please leave a comment below. And I'd love to communicate with you. I love to hear your stories. And I'll see you in the next one.